Welcome to part 2 of our Using DrayTek to Start Your Business series. We're focusing on troubleshooting and optimization for Emma's network. In this webinar, we'll dive into Emma's real-world feedback and apply practical DrayTek solutions to enhance her coffee shop network. If you missed part 1, we established the basic network. Here's a quick recap of part 1. We configured the main WAN connection, ensured the firmware was up to date, and set up 4 local networks for Emma's cafe, including the main, guest, camera, and phone networks. Now, let's fix the issues that have cropped up in a busy environment. We received feedback from Emma, the coffee shop owner. She's encountering a few critical pain points that are impacting both business operations and customer experience. Based on Emma's feedback, several key issues have been identified. First, there have been intermittent internet dropouts, which can disrupt daily operations. To address this, we should consider implementing a WAN failover solution to ensure the business stays online even if the primary connection goes down. Next, some customers are experiencing Wi-Fi connectivity issues in certain areas of the cafe, likely due to coverage black spots. This can be resolved by adding additional access points to improve wireless coverage. Emma has also received complaints about slow internet speeds, particularly during busy periods. This may be related to unmanaged bandwidth usage and can be improved by applying bandwidth management and traffic prioritization. Finally, there have been concerns about customers accessing inappropriate websites, especially with children present in the cafe. This highlights the need for web content filtering to ensure a safer browsing environment for all customers. First, let's address the internet dropouts, which points towards issues with the WAN failover reliability check. We want to make sure the router can properly monitor the primary WAN connection. Go to WAN, then Internet Access, and open the WAN 1 Details page. This is where we configure connection reliability. Under WAN Connection Detection, select Ping Detect Mode. Here, we'll enter a reliable public IP address to test the internet connection. You can use public DNS servers, such as Google DNS and Cloudflare DNS. These addresses are stable and commonly used for connectivity checks. For the rest of the settings, we can leave them at the default values.
I've added a secondary internet connection using Ethernet. My ISP said I just need to set it up as DHCP.
Sure, no problem. Go to WAN, Internet Access, go to Details page for WAN 2, select the Static or Dynamic IP tab, enable it, and select Obtain an IP address automatically. Then click OK.
Oh, that's it?
One more important step is to set up the failover routing policy. Go to Routing, Load Balance/Route Policy, click on Index 1, and enable it. In the comment field, you can enter something like WAN 1 to WAN 2 for reference. Then scroll down to the failover settings, enable it, and select WAN 2 as the failover interface. At the bottom, make sure to also enable the failback option so the connection switches back to WAN 1 once it is restored. Next, let's tackle the black spots and general connectivity issues. This requires extending the Wi-Fi coverage across the entire coffee shop. By adding DrayTek access points, such as the latest AP905 and AP805, we can eliminate Wi-Fi black spots, improve overall wireless coverage, and enhance customer satisfaction. DrayTek access points can be deployed in 2 main ways: standalone mode/AP mode or mesh mode, depending on your environment and coverage needs. In standalone mode, each AP works independently, but can still be centrally managed by a DrayTek router through AP management. This is ideal for offices or shops where APs are connected by Ethernet. You get stable performance, full bandwidth, and easier troubleshooting because each AP has a direct wired link. In mesh mode, APs can connect to each other either wirelessly or via cable. One AP acts as the mesh route, while the others join as mesh nodes. The wireless connection is useful when running cables is difficult, such as in large homes, cafes, or older buildings, helping extend coverage to areas where wiring is not practical. So in short, if cabling is available, standalone or wired deployment, including wired mesh, gives the best performance. If cabling is limited, mesh mode provides flexible coverage expansion. Both options help improve Wi-Fi coverage, reduce black spots, and deliver a better user experience. DrayTek's central AP management makes it much easier to manage multiple access points. Instead of logging into each AP individually, you can monitor their status, connected clients, and firmware versions from one central portal. Maintenance is also simpler. You can perform firmware upgrades, configuration backups, and even remote reboots centrally. Automatic provisioning allows you to create a wireless profile once and push it to multiple APs automatically, which saves a lot of setup time. You also get a centralized monitoring view, where you can quickly see each AP's IP address, channel, SSID, and client count. Client load balancing helps prevent any single AP from becoming overloaded, keeping Wi-Fi performance stable for users. And for smaller deployments, AP-based management lets you manage APs even without a VIGA router on site. To solve the confusion around Wi-Fi access, we need a clear, professional way for guests to log in. This is where a guest hotspot, or captive portal, comes in. Enabling the captive portal ensures that users agree to the terms and conditions before accessing the network. Customers can log in using their Facebook or Google accounts, or by using a PIN code generated by the router for internet access. This can be easily configured through the Hotspot web portal menu in the router settings. Let's briefly go through the basic portal setup. Go to Hotspot web portal, profile setup, index 1. The first step is to set up the login method. Give the profile a name, then choose the portal type. You can skip the portal. Use a simple click-through page. Select various Hotspot login methods, or connect to an external portal server if you have one. If you select various Hotspot login, customers can log in using their Facebook or Google accounts, or by entering a PIN code generated by the router. Steps 2 to 5 are mainly for customization, where you can design your login page, for example, adding your own logo, custom messages, welcome text, and branding to match your business. This link provides a list of application notes that explain how to set up different Hotspot login methods in detail, with direct links to the relevant FAQ pages on DrayTek Taiwan. Emma is also concerned about customers accessing inappropriate content on the coffee shop's guest network. We need to implement content filtering. Applying a web content filter to the guest network is important for safe browsing. You can simply create a web content filter profile using the predefined category filters, then apply it to the firewall rule for the guest network in the firewall settings, and you're done. DrayTek's web content filter makes it easy to control what users can access on the internet. Instead of manually blocking individual websites one by one, the router automatically checks each web request against a cloud-based database. The system uses an up-to-date URL reputation service powered by BrightCloud, which classifies websites into 82 categories across areas such as security, parental control, productivity, and general use. This allows administrators to quickly decide what types of content should be allowed or blocked on the network. Another key advantage is that the database is updated in real time, with threat intelligence refreshed every few minutes. This ensures that newly identified harmful or inappropriate websites can be filtered automatically, without requiring manual intervention from the administrator. To configure it, go to CSM Web Content Filter Profile and open the Filter Profile page. By default, parental control categories are selected, but users can enable or disable categories according to their needs. There is also a URL keyword filter option for users who want to block or allow specific keywords. For example, a user may choose to block social networking sites, but make an exception for Facebook. Overall, this feature is very useful for protecting children, improving workplace productivity, and enhancing network security, all with just a few simple settings on the router. Finally, the slow speed complaints. We need to prioritize business traffic, like POS and inventory, over guest web browsing using quality of service. To optimize network performance and prioritize important traffic, several control features can be applied on the router. First, session usage can be limited per customer using session limit. This helps prevent individual users from consuming excessive system resources. To configure session limit, go to Bandwidth Management, Session Limit. Specify the guest IP network range and enter the maximum number of sessions allowed per user. An administration display message can also be configured to notify the client once the maximum session limit is reached. Bandwidth can also be restricted per user. This ensures fair usage across all connected devices and prevents bandwidth congestion. And for voice traffic, VoIP prioritization can be enabled to ensure voice packets are given higher priority, helping maintain clear and stable calls even during heavy network usage. To configure bandwidth limit, go to Bandwidth Management, Bandwidth Limit, specify the guest IP network range, and set the upload and download limits. The bandwidth can be restricted per user or shared among users, depending on your requirements. For VoIP prioritization, go to Quality of Service, QoS, and enable VoIP prioritization to ensure voice traffic is given higher priority. Additionally, by clicking on the green icon in the VoIP status section, you can view useful call information, such as the LAN IP, delay, jitter, packet loss, call duration, and call status. To summarize, we've implemented several key optimizations based on Emma's real-world feedback. We improved WAN failover checks, added APs for better coverage and roaming, enabled the guest hotspot, applied content filtering, and implemented QoS for traffic prioritization. Thank you for watching, but please stay tuned. If you have any questions, the DrayTek team will be available in the live chat on the right of your screen for the next 5 minutes. For more information about DrayTek products, please check out our website at draytek.com.au or send us an email to sales@draytek.com.au or give us a call on 029-838-8899. Please like and subscribe below, and if you'd like a notification anytime we put up a new video, please select all from the subscribe drop-down menu as well. Thanks, and bye for now.